My name is Kenny Grant. I'm a U.S. Marine and a former Marine Corps drill instructor. My senior year in high school, I was a little guy probably weighing 110 pounds at that time. And I remember being so completely impressed with the Marine Corps recruiter who came to our school that I determined it was the United States Marine Corps for me. Being a drill instructor is intense. It is sort of an elite group, and there's sort of a mystique that goes around that, but it is so fulfilling because you see from day to day young minds, young men from hometown USA being formed into fighting men. Well, that's nothing like marching the platoon, and nothing quite like the cadence. And they learn how to hear your voice. I remember times when I was marching my platoon, and if we were going to chow or something like that at the end of a long, hard day, and these guys are hungry, and they're trying to beat it to the chow hall, and they're trying to make it to this hatch before another drill instructor that's coming gets to that hatch, and so they'll try to step it out a little bit. And I'm there marching them, and I'd have to give them a command, platoon, halt! And I'd say, eyeballs, snap, sir. And they'd get their eyes on me. And I'd say, where are we going, boys? And I'd pick out one. Johnson, why are you running? Why are you not in step? He'd say, sir, this recruit thought he was in step, sir. I'd holler out to another one, why are you not in step? This recruit thought he was in step. First squad leader, why are you not in step? This recruit thought he was in step. And what they thought is because they were in step with one another that they were in step. They had to learn that they were all out of step because they're not marching with me. I am the one calling the cadence. It's not important for them to be in step with one another. It was important for them to be in step with me. Learn to listen to my voice and move at my cadence, move at my pace. And so that's a valuable lesson, and that even translates over to the spiritual. We can look around at one another, and I may be in step with you, and you may be in step with me, and we may be in step with the guy in front of us and behind us, but we can all be out of step if we are not listening to God's voice, if we are not hearing Him and learning how to respond to His voice in our ear. A young recruit comes to Parris Island, and in his mind, he's seen these guys on the commercials with their dress blues, and he wants that outfit. He wants he wants to dress like that. He wants to be a U.S. Marine, and he doesn't have a clue as to how to get there. And though the drill instructor may seem to be an enemy, the drill instructor is a friend because the drill instructor has a design to get him to where he'll be glad he's at in 3 months. The drill instructor knows how to get him there. And if he would just yield to the drill instructor, he will be what he dreams to be, what he desires to be, what he really wants to be. And that's exactly what God has. God has a plan for our lives, and we think we have our own plan. There's a way that seems right unto us, but they're futile, and they're fatal, in fact. But God has a plan. We don't have a clue as to how to get there. But if we will yield to Him, all right, though we may think that His ways is harsh, or we may not like the route, God knows what's best. And as we yield to Him, God will give us life, and more abundant life, as we yield to Him day by day. I am often asked, is there something, do you miss the Marine Corps? And I say I do miss the Marine Corps. It's a very fulfilling, very rewarding part of my life. But I'll tell you this, I believe with all my heart, I am in the sweet spot in life, being partners with God in the ministry, doing full-time ministry. God uses me to help people to walk with Him. And so, yes, I miss the Marine Corps, but I have a higher and a nobler call now. Let me just tell you this. When I left Parris Island, my last duty as a Marine, my last function as a Marine was to preach at the recruit chapel at Parris Island. That was the last thing. my battalion commander asked me if I would do that. And the last service I did, the last thing I did as a U.S. Marine before I drove off base was preach to a group of about 1,000 young recruits and drill instructors, some of my drill instructor buddies, and saw God use me in a tremendous way. And I drove off of Paris Island with tears in my eyes because I knew that I would miss the Marine Corps. But let me just tell you, the very first Sunday we started our church, my daddy walked the aisle to give his life to the Lord Jesus. And I believe God was saying to me, "Attaboy, you're where you're supposed to be." And I hadn't looked back. I still love the Marine Corps, but I love where I am now in life.